Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. Due to YouTube's changing quote-unquote community standards, I created a channel called Grumpy Old Fart over on Rumble, a free speech alternative to YouTube. You can see all of my stuff over there, including my political and social commentary, as well as my current events videos. The links to my YouTube and Rumble channels, as well as links to let you order my books, are in the description of this video. If you enjoy my content, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. Now, on with the video. Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a Recon, the role-playing game story. It's titled Morocco, Round 2. Yeah, our last foray into Morocco did not go as well as planned, but we had a reputation for getting the job done, so we were not going to let it go. After the events in the Moroccan Mayhem story, we rested up and recuperated in Malaga for a month. By then, Randy was up and about and ready to go. This time, we dealt 100% with Uncle Bull. He was completely trustworthy, and as long as the check cleared, he was reliable. We purchased fake IDs and withdrew cash for use on the trip. The fake IDs were used to buy tickets on a cargo ship. We secured what we needed from Uncle Bull in the cargo hold, and then we boarded the ship. It was a fairly long trip, and we enjoyed the cruise, as it were. The ship passed close to the Moroccan coast, and we grabbed our gear and jumped ship. The inflatable raft made the trip to the beach much easier. We were traveling at night, so as not to be seen. We hit the beach and hid the raft. From there, we walked to the plantation. It was a long trip, but we'd planned ahead. It took us almost 3 weeks to make that leg of the trip. We kept to the jungle and avoided everyone we saw. We had plenty of field rations and other supplies, and we were very, very experienced in jungle travel. So we felt this was the best way to approach, because anybody that we could have dealt with to get faster travel may very well have been on the take. So, especially in this area, So we figured walking in like this would be the better way to go. When we reached the plantation, we found a spot to wait. We watched everything for a week. We saw the routine and we saw the weak points. Earl spent that week sneaking in and planting C4. He was able to plant explosives on every building in the camp except the main building itself. Randy kept an eye on the house and noted when the warlord came and went. When we saw they were preparing for the audience, we knew they were all going to be present and busy. We wanted to make a statement. This was no longer just a job. This had become an obsession. Might be a bit strong of a word, but not too strong. When the peasants arrived for the audience, they all gathered at the main building. The warlord made his grand entrance, and just as he was basking in his greatness, his entire encampment went up. We got their houses, their armory, their fuel dump, and every vehicle they owned except one Jeep. The warlord started to yell orders to his men, but Randy put a 308 round directly through his head. Randy had insisted on being the one to do that because he had a score to settle. And rightly so, they beat him worse than they beat us. His men scattered along with the peasants. Anytime anyone went near the Jeep, we shooed them away with our guns. After all was said and done, we sauntered down and searched the plantation. We had a safe. The warlord had a safe which contained $700,000. We took it and burned the plantation to the ground. We drove the Jeep back to Marrakesh, and we found the contact Bobby used before. We explained that he had a mole in his organization, and we got our money back because it was his fault. He had a mole, and he's responsible for that. So we got our money back. The guy was willing to deal with us because Bobby's contact was a good guy. It's just he had somebody in his organization that was on the take, and he didn't know about it. He was grateful for us pointing that out. Then we flew back to Paris, and we got our money back. We got paid. And then we explained to that guy, the businessman that hired us, that he had a mole in his organization as well. He didn't believe us. But we knew we weren't going to do any more business with him, so that worked out okay for us. We didn't care. All we knew was this guy paid us our money. We got the job done. Even though it took 2 tries, we got the job done, and the dude paid us. That's all we was concerned about. So, remember, if at first you don't succeed, try again. You folks have a good day now. God bless one and all. We elect cookie-cutter politicians every single election cycle. Yes men who maintain the status quo and do just enough to make us believe the system still works. Imagine, if you will, a president who actually tries to fix things. If you like action, political intrigue, and a righteous crusade, check out my political thriller, The Righteous President.